Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and wing in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got room. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run it again with Barkley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen, the man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 23.
52 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 4th. Simeon. And Allen's got it.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
Touchdown! From 17 yards out.
And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. That time he took a little bit of a shot off the run-pass option.
Well, you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to draw the defenders closer to the line of scrimmage with the fake inside. When he stepped back, he thought he might have had that. Instead, they played it awfully well. Incomplete pass downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Patterson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mills going to keep it on the option right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
Give to Pierce now on the option.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line. Ready? Go!
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A gutsy call there. Ye's at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second down, here's Barkley again. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Herbert now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Third and short yardage, Mills. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now Mills on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. It's Barkley on the counter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target, and it's 3rd down and 2.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Third and 2, Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 4th down, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Herbert, throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers!
Kenny Yeboah,
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
and the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Mills throw taken in by Collins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, set!
From the 44, Mills. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, open man is Palmer. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Throwing, Herbert, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Herbert to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want for football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Another carry for Pierce. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here's Mills.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, that's what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football